Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So today I will talk about this full moon that will happen in the sign of Sagittarius on the 3rd of June 2023 at 13 degrees and 17 minutes. So check out if you have any natal planets in either Sagittarius or Gemini, then you will be extra affected during this full moon. So I will start off a little bit about what this full moon is in general, and then you can check your rising sign and your sun sign, and if you want you can also check your moon sign, but I will definitely put more focus on rising and sun. Okay, so let's look at Sagittarius, right? Like Sagittarius rules the 9th house. It's all about adventure. It's about traveling, expansion, learning, right? And Sagittarius really is all about learning through experience, right? And that's why they want to travel. Like they want to know what it feels like. They want to gather wisdom through experiences. Whereas Gemini is more about the facts. It's more about learning, about reading. It's more intellectual in the sense of books, right? And I'm talking not about sun signs, I'm talking about the energy, okay? And we all have this energy in our charts somewhere, okay? So it's not like Gemini is this and Sagittarius is this. No, it's about the general energy that these signs represent, okay? So Gemini is more about reading, learning, seeing things from different perspectives, whereas Sagittarius is like, let's go out, let's see, let's experience, gather wisdom. So both signs like to gather their wisdom in different ways, okay? And we're gonna have a little bit of a larger than life energy around this full moon. Because, you know, Jupiter's ruling Sagittarius, and Jupiter is squaring Mars, Venus, Pluto. So we're gonna have this, larger than life energy, a bit of overindulgence, right? Because can you imagine Venus is in Cancer, so it's nurturing, spoiling yourself. So nurturing yourself, and then on the other side we have Taurus, ruled by Venus, right? Because Jupiter's in Taurus, ruled by Venus. So people wanna, this is a good day maybe to get a massage, to really treat yourself, to go for dinner. Most likely you will overeat with these placements, right? Jupiter square Mars, it's about over expansion, maybe having a lot of energy to go after what you want. Mars luckily is in a fire sign, it's in Leo, so it really wants you to move forward, get stuff done. Also because we only have Pluto retrograde, so we don't have any other planets in retrograde yet. So this is really the time to go after what you want, to take action. And Uranus is conjuncting Mercury. So this is about intuitive insights. It's a lot of ideas that can flash through your mind that you should really write down, because there might be a lot of thoughts. And some of them are really key to new innovations, because Uranus is all about innovation. It's all about things out of the box that don't exist yet, right? So it's really about expansion. And from an energetic level, like, I don't know if you noticed, but literally there's been a huge transformation happening. Also because we have Pluto in Aquarius, right? So it's kind of an energy where people are starting to stand up for themselves, seeing everyone equal. So don't be too worried when you have to let people go, okay? I have experienced this in my own life, but also you will see around you that people will leave, some people will come back, because the vibrations are changing right now. You can see a very clear split between good and bad. It becomes more prominent. It's like the world is taking off its mask. People are taking off their mask, or you're just able to see it better. So I just wanted to get this message out because I'm sure some of you are dealing with the same thing, especially if you're on a journey. Moving the camera. So especially if you're on the journey of, spirituality, whatever that means for you, and really working on resolving your traumas, your karma. And it is sometimes very difficult to leave people behind. We don't have to, we're just physically leaving them, right? But on a soul level, we can still be connected. So we can send them love, forgiveness, and wishing them well, okay? Do I have anything else to say? I mean, Venus trine Neptune, very romantic energy. It really fits with all the other over expansion. So if you start shopping, don't buy over your budget if you can't afford it. Because right now this feeling is like, I'm just gonna, I met the love of my life, I met the clothes of my life. You're gonna over expand, overeat, and this can also have bad consequences in its extremes, right? Like if you have Jupiter on Jupiter, for example, if your Jupiter is in Taurus already, you will feel like, and this can do the other thing, the other extreme. So be aware. And also Venus is in opposition with Pluto. And Pluto is a very projected planet, okay? So there might be some struggle if in a relationship, for example, because Venus can mean romantic relationship, right? It's love, it's self-love, and relationships usually reflect something back to you. So you will see that maybe there might be some control, like your partner tries to control you, or you trying to control them, or you're trying to project something to them, or they to you, okay? I'm not gonna say how that is for your situation, right? Astrology is just making you aware of the possibilities that can happen so you can prepare. So there might be a part of control, right? Also, it can come to the light if you're dealing with someone that is controlling you. In a romantic relationship, it could also mean with money, right? Venus is also money. So maybe someone is controlling you to pay something, or is manipulating you, or is somehow holding you accountable for something you're not accountable for. So these are very important things to realize. And Jupiter is still with the North Node as well, right? The North Node is squaring Venus, so there is a huge lesson in how are you gonna work with these abundant energies. Because can you imagine if we're going to change into a world where things get better? And this is where the trick usually is. Because when you have everything you want, very often you see people reaching everything they want, and they go and their ego grows and they fall, they go back down. So it's really difficult when you reach your goals and when you're there to stay humble. And this is a massive lesson. Like how are you dealing with the light? Because then darkness can come in and change your mind, right? And you start to work from the ego. So if you get the job you want, or if you get, don't take things for granted, but show gratitude no matter where you are at in life. And if you say, okay, I don't have all this money, or I don't have what I want yet, that's okay. It's just a message. I know that what I'm saying, it's gonna reach someone, and yeah, this will change your perspective also about other people. And this happens a lot when, for example, a lot of spiritual teachers right now, right? They came with this beautiful idea to change the world, to help people. And then there was a lot of money, and the greed comes in, and it slowly swoops in, and you see a shift happening. So it's a really great time of awareness. Also, we have Neptune in Pisces. It's a very great time of awareness. We have Saturn in Pisces. We are cleaning up a lot of subconscious karma. So a lot of things that were hidden are coming to the light right now, so you can work with it and change it, and always let go with love. Okay, I think I've preached enough now. But that's the thing, right? Like, I'm also working with my guides, and they're telling me, you know, it's the same with my clients when they come, and it's not even my wisdom, right? So I know that I'm being guided to say certain things also in my readings. And I'm very honored to do that. So let's start with the signs. I'm gonna just on my tool, on my astrology program, I'm gonna put the first sign. Okay. So, Aries. Let's start with the sign of Aries. So this is for everyone who has sun, moon, and rising in Aries. So for you, this full moon is in your fellow fire sign of Sagittarius in the 9th house, and it's opposing the sun in your 3rd house. So you're gonna feel like you want to go on an adventure. Like maybe some of you are actually going on a trip. This could be a trip overseas or more close by, but it is a trip that's gonna bring you a lot of experience and a lot of wisdom. And this is not only a trip, you know, like a physical trip. So the moon in the 9th house can also mean traveling through the mind. So learning something new, doing a course or a workshop, and yeah, maybe meeting people that are going to inspire you to take the next steps. The North Node is in conjunction with Jupiter in your 2nd house, and Mercury is with Uranus. So you're gonna have a lot of new ideas on how to make money, and maybe you already are making more money than you were before. But yeah, if you watch the intro, there is really a big overindulgence, overexpansion energy in the air around this full moon. So, you know, be aware that you don't spend too much what you're earning. Like, of course, enjoy it. Maybe you want to spend it on clothes or something that you're working on, like a creative project, because you do have Mars in the 5th house. Maybe you just want to, you know, yeah, like treat yourself, like a massage or something relaxing. And if you have areas between your sun, your moon, or your rising between 0 and 5 degrees, you're gonna have Neptune very close. So you will feel, you know, if you have these placements, you're gonna feel very dreamy. You're gonna feel very intuitive, and this is gonna be with you for many years. Okay, so a lot of you have a big opportunity to have an awakening, and if you already had your awakening, you will just feel very creative. You will feel your spirituality is increasing. You will become more psychic, whatever that means for you. You know, maybe your gut feeling is just you just feel things better as they are. But yeah, there are new opportunities coming in to make money. Do write them down if you have new ideas, so you can come back to them. Because with Uranus, Mercury, your thoughts are racing so quickly that maybe you will forget later about a really good idea that you had. Okay, so Saturn in the 12th house is bringing up a lot of subconscious old pains, maybe subconscious fears. So if somehow you feeling something in your body that you haven't felt before. This is Saturn pointing out this is a past life fear, a past life pain, or something from your family line or childhood is like popping up, so you can dissolve it. So meditate on this fear or on this pain, and you now can dissolve that and let it go. That's a massive opportunity for you. So yeah, reading, studying, all of these things. Let me get some cards for you. Okay, let's see. Pluto soon is gonna go back to Capricorn, so it's like rounding up its lessons. You had your first experiences with Pluto in your 11th house, or at least some of you, it will be very close to your 11th house. So there's a change in friendships, and you might stand up against some friends. Like maybe some people took you for granted, and you really had to stand up against them and say, no. No, no, no. So I'm getting June. Obviously, this is a prediction for the 3rd of June. Let me see if I can get you some intuitive messages. So some of you, Aries, you need to buy more flowers in your home, right? For the ladies, I see some of you are gonna buy a dress with flowers, or recently have bought a dress with flowers. It will enhance your creativity. More colors. Wear more colors, right? And obviously red is always a good color for you, but I see green and colors. Yeah. It's almost like I see a nurturing figure that maybe is taking care of you or is helping you. That could be your mother. Like there is a female figure that is helping you. Okay, discord among friends and family. So yeah, some of you are going through a change in friendships. A change in friendships, but also a change in the way you see your family, right? There is Venus in the 4th house, so there is a real possibility to reconnect with your family if there was any issues there, or to resolve something that was bothering you before. Okay, so Venus. Yeah, there's gonna be this feeling of romance. So I have to point out to romance. There is a possibility to meet someone new. Just if you meet someone new, make sure that it's not too good to be true, because also Pluto is opposing Venus. So it could be that some of you are doing something with a friend. Friends with benefits or something like this, you know, or you have a friend in your friend group, and they just want to experience a one-time thing, or they're very controlling. So watch out who you meet around this time. If you're already in a relationship, it's more about friendships. So yeah, I have to put a big warning on friendships and their intentions towards you. So that's my message for you, my amazing Aries. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I also do private readings, and you find my email in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next sign of Taurus. So, my amazing Taurus. This is for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I would say especially your Sun and your Rising sign are most accurate. So, you have the North Node with Jupiter in your 1st house. And then Mercury and Uranus are together in your 1st house. So you need to almost walk with a journal. You're gonna get a lot of ideas, flashes of intuition, flashes of ideas on where to go next. You're in a new transition. So you are definitely starting a new path. Like Jupiter recently went into your sign and you are starting something new. So Jupiter now is attracting to you the things you need to begin anew. So, you know, you hear a lot about Jupiter. It's bringing so much luck. It's bringing all the luck that you need. That's true. And sometimes in order for this luck to reach you, it means to let go of something else. So Taurus, let go what wants to go and allow this new chapter to arrive in your life. So this is about letting go of control. And especially, you know, if you have an early degree Taurus, between 0 and 5 degrees, you have Pluto very close to your midheaven. Massive changes when it comes to work. Like, you know, if you're going to be let go in a job, don't worry, you know, because Pluto is going to give you something new. You're going to have a transformation. You're going from one thing to the next. Like if you weren't feeling good in a job for a long time, Pluto will reveal the truth, right? And Venus is opposing Pluto right now. So it could be, you know, you have to be aware that you're not going to project what happens at work to your family. So this could be your own parents or your own family, right? To your partner. It could also be the other way around, that, you know, people from work are bringing their family problems to you, projecting them onto you, okay? So make sure to distinguish that. And if you see changes happening in your work, know that they are there because you are ready for something new. Pluto is just pointing out what wasn't working in the first place, okay? It's just about this, you know, underworld, dark energies that's been hiding, that, you know, it's like a truth serum. It has to come out. So, and it will. Then Jupiter is squaring Venus and Mars. So this brings a little bit of a self-indulgent feeling. So watch out with too much food, too much wine, because there's a little bit larger than life energy where you feel so good, so uplifted. You want to buy gifts for people, for yourself. Just make sure that you can afford it, okay? Then let's talk about this full moon, because I didn't even talk about it yet. So much to talk about. So the full moon in Sagittarius is going to be in your 8th house. So this is all about money, and it's opposing Gemini in your 2nd house. And yeah, maybe there's an opportunity to make more money, or you're getting a new job offer. Maybe you were waiting for that. A new opportunity might arise that, yeah, is bringing you good money. This could also be an inheritance coming in, and you gotta like kind of manage how to work with that and not spend everything that you got, you know, or taxes coming back or something that, yeah, you might, it might be even very small, right? Like a small support of money might come in. As small as small support, or as big as a new job opportunity. Yeah, even some of you are gonna move or thinking about moving with Mars in the 4th house. Don't rush it, don't overdo it, like because you might forget some things, right? Because with Jupiter squaring Mars, you're gonna be like a little bit all over the place. So make sure to not forget. The North Node is at 2 degrees in Taurus. So if you have early degrees, once again, you will be influenced by, you know, a new beginning. It's a double new beginning. And with the South Node in your 7th house, for some of you, you're letting go of a partner, a business partner, okay? The South Node only lets go of things that no longer serve you. So if you're in a good relationship, this will not happen. So I never want you to worry, because a strong relationship, because the South Node is also support. So it could be that actually your partner starts supporting you towards your new beginning and is telling you to work on those dreams and to do whatever you want, right? And this is where the nodes are trying to push you to. And Saturn in the 11th house is bringing in a little bit of restriction when it comes to friendships. You're very drawn to maybe older friends or older people that you can really learn from, okay? So I get the month February. This might be your birthday month if you are Taurus moon or Taurus ascendant, or there is a certain story that happened in February and is picking up. This could be an idea, because you see this image is blowing. It's pushing you towards this new beginning, okay? Obstacles to overcome. So it could have been a time where you felt there were a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficulty, but the sun is rising. The sun is rising in your life, and it's making way for something new. It feels like something you've been waiting for quite some time, okay? Some of you are actually gonna go on a hike. hike through the mountains, through the forest. November. So I'm getting a lot of months here. So it looks to me that some of you need to do some planning. Maybe this is a planning for a holiday. Or these are the months that you started a new job, November, February, or are going to. Yeah. Some of you have a sun. It's very specific, but I keep hearing sun. You need to bring your son more out to the play garden or something like this. Take him outside, I hear. So this is very specific, but I know this is for someone. And then I need a last card, the Valley. So they're all nature. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So it's all about, because Jupiter is about having faith. So let it come to you. Let the universe show you where to go. And when it's a yes, you're going to feel internal peace. And when it's a no, you're going to be confused. If you feel nothing, it's a not yet. Okay, so that's my message for you, my amazing Taurus. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Also leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I also do private readings. You find the information in the description box below. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. So let's move on to the next sign of Gemini. So my lovely, lovely Geminis, happy birthday. For some of you that have their birthday in June, maybe even your birthday on this full moon, that will be a quite big year for you, right? So the moon in Sagittarius is in your 7th house. So this is pointing out relationships, business partnerships. There might be like new ideas that you have that you want to pursue, or maybe you're simply going on a trip because the moon is trining Mars in your 3rd house. So it could be that you want to study something with your partner, or you're going on a trip together. Gemini, you have a lot going on, but you need to rest as well, because you still have Jupiter with the North Node in your 12th house, and Mercury and Uranus as well. It's like your creativity is unlocking when you're alone, or when you're like, when you're in your own comfort zone, behind the scenes, not very visible. But now the sun is in your 1st house again. You're gonna come out. So you have to find this really good balance between going out and spending time by yourself, because you feel a little bit more like you need some time alone. And Saturn in the 10th house is really pushing you towards hard work, right? It can also restrict. So it might be that you feel work is not going as smooth as you wish it to go. It might be a little bit frustrating. Could be that, the team is putting a lot of work on you. So it's like maybe you got a more authoritative job, but also it came with a lot more responsibilities. So once again, make sure to rest. If you're single, this is also a time where you can meet someone new. However, do keep in mind, Pluto is opposing Venus. So don't let yourself be manipulated into something you don't want to do. It's a planet of projection as well. So it could be that if they want something, they say, oh, but you want it. So make sure to divide what is it that you want, what is it that the other person wants. Yeah, that's very important. Pluto is opposing Venus this in the 2nd and 8th house, right? Well, Pluto is very much on the cusp between the 9th and the 8th. So there could be some dealings with money, because Venus is money in general. Watch out for people scamming you, or saying they call for, like, they are a bank, or telling you like some good advertisement. Things are not as they seem now. There is this very self-indulgent energy. Like, people feel very self-indulgent right now, overspending. For you, maybe you want to lay in bed all day. You know, there's a little bit of this lazy energy, but you can also use it to treat yourself with the right limits. Okay, let me get you a card. Okay, Star, guaranteed success. So I don't know, but I know that some of you who are watching obviously are very intrigued by the stars. So maybe you want to buy a telescope. But also this is about you knowing that you are a star, and there's some type of ideas that you have. Maybe you're working on something behind the scenes that is going to be a success, but you haven't told anyone about it, because you have genius ideas, especially if you are meditating. It's a great time to meditate. Maybe you're learning astrology behind the scenes. It's a great time to work on your subconscious and heal a lot that you have been hiding, right? And Saturn in Pisces is also cleaning up all these things, right? And for you, it also is related to your work and your self-confidence when it comes to work. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. So maybe you're working with a younger man that is a little bit envious, like he doesn't want you to rise. So you have to make sure that you have very good boundaries, that you're very set in what you believe in is true for you, okay? Always be open to other people's advice. It's not like that, but it's like people start to talk you down. That's not friendship. I'm getting wealth, and you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. So you have an idea with you that could potentially make a lot of money, or already is making a lot of money. So pay attention to that, my lovely Geminis. This is my message for you. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next sign of Cancer. So this is for everyone who has Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. And for you, we have the Sagittarius full moon in your 6th house, opposing Gemini in your 12th house. So it's a very double feeling, a little bit like Gemini, but you have Jupiter in the North Node in your 11th house together with Uranus and Mercury. So you're going to feel like you want to go out, you want to meet people, but at the same time you want to rest. So you're going to have to find this good balance between resting and going out, but you're definitely seen a lot. And if you want to do something with the public, or you want to organize group activities, start workshops, these kind of things, this is a really good time to do that. Maybe it's something you're doing on the side and your own job, you're feeling a little bit of a struggle. Maybe you feel like you're overly helping your colleagues, because Chiron in the 10th house is like, maybe you feel like you're overextending yourself to help other people. So make sure you have good boundaries and Pluto is opposing Venus, right? And Pluto is really close to the 7th, 8th house cusp. And Venus is still in your sign in the 1st house. So make sure that your partner is not manipulating you into something you don't want to do. And vice versa, because Pluto can project, I want this, so you want that. So there is a little bit of a controlling vibe. So even if you know, and this could also have to do with money, that maybe someone is trying to convince you that you should ask less money if you're dealing with clients, for example. So make sure to stand your ground and to know what your worth and your value is, and stay with that value and with that worth, okay? Yeah, you're getting very close. I mean, Neptune for some of you, especially early degree Cancer, between 0 and 5, you're going to have Neptune very close to your midheaven. So if you're in the creative field, you're going to excel. You're going to have a lot of ideas, but also sometimes you might be a little bit dreamy, okay, when you're at work. So I get a card, like someone is behaving stupidly. That's a bit harsh, but it's almost like you're dealing maybe at work in a little bit difficult situation. So it's almost like you like most of your colleagues and one is kind of making it difficult for you. And in some cases, this is your partner trying to fight with you. You're like, why? Why are you fighting with me? Fear, worries, tense situation, okay? So I don't want you to get scared because of this card. Find support in your group, your friend groups. You can meet a lot of interesting new people right now. People that you can build with, because you have Taurus in the 11th house. So you really like to build. And this full moon is in the 6th house. So this has to do with your work again, you know, work situation. So yeah, make sure to not get too emotionally attached to your work. And maybe some female colleague will help you stand up for you, right? Will help you in the job. And it's maybe a good time to do some health checkups, to check your health, go to the doctor. There might be some news about a new job as well. So take some rest, because don't overextend yourself. News of a birth or a new business opportunity, you see? So there's a new beginning about to enter your life. So don't give everything at once. I see you have to, don't show all your cards when you start this new job. Slowly start. And I mean, like, this is not, I mean, Cancer is very more sheltered. So this is a good thing. Like, they have to earn your trust. So yeah, that's my message for you, my amazing Cancers. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I also do private readings. You find the information in the description box below, and I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign of Leo. My lovely, lovely Leos. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but I always recommend you to watch your Sun sign and your Rising sign. All right, so if you're an early degree Leo, between 0 and 5 degrees, you will have Venus very close to your Sun sign, your Ascendant, or your Moon sign, which is nice, giving you a lot of magnetic vibes, because at the same time, Mars is in your sign. So you're gonna have more energy to get things done, right? Powerhouse, get things done, get things moving. Jupiter is with the North Node in your 10th house. Mercury is with Uranus, so you have brilliant ideas right now. People think the things you're sharing are just out of this world. Also write them down and make sure you take the credit. I almost have to say this angry. It's your idea. Make sure other people don't take it and run with it, because you kind of have the universe behind your back when it comes to work, when it comes to the public. So your ideas are yours. So make sure that don't tell anyone, because you're in this like vibe of enthusiasm. I feel great. And then other people want to take this lucky vibe. This full moon is in your 5th house, in your fellow fire sign of Sagittarius. So this is a lovely time to get out, maybe spoil your kids or enjoy your time with your kids. This is also a nice time to go out with friends, or maybe do something creative together. I don't know, maybe you want to do a workshop, or you want to just do some sports, like team sports. This is really a fun time, a really high vibrational time for you. You should take everything you have to enjoy it to the fullest, right? Especially if you're a Leo ascendant, you're gonna be highly, you see yourself growing so quick to all the things that you wanted for a while. The only thing right now is that Venus is opposing Pluto. Pluto is in your 7th house, or at least very close to the cusp for some of you, depending on the degrees. But you know, there might be some power struggles in your relationship. Maybe your partner is kind of like trying to get your attention, because you know you're doing a lot of things, trying to control you a little bit, you know. And in a way, be aware that this is also not you controlling your partner, okay? Yeah, it's a kind of an energy that's gonna show you the issues in a relationship that are there. And if you're single and you're meeting someone new because you're out and about, you're very seen, very people are very drawn to you right now, make sure that you don't attract someone controlling around this time. This is just a temporary placement. Also, don't borrow money right now to a partner, or you know, borrow money from them. It's not the best time. Wait a little bit longer, not too long, because then we have Venus retrograde in your sign, in Leo. Coins, look at this. Money will be coming to you. It's gonna, you know, this is really your time to shine, okay? This is really your time. Follow your gut feeling. Maybe you're a bit frustrated because you want to travel and you want to do certain things. This is not a time to get loans. You have Saturn in the 8th house, or to get like joint accounts with a partner. Not the best time, okay? Because it's going to bring you lessons regarding these things. Maybe you're going through it, or going through some type of court case. Hang in there, okay? Have faith. Stay in your right. That's the only thing you can do. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Yeah, there might be a fox. Like, of course, when you're so much in the picture right now, you will attract some people that will envy you, or trying to be in your business. If you have your own business in some way, they want to maybe take advantage of that, you know. And yeah, be very careful who you draw in, because you have kind of like a lucky vibe around you at this time, okay? I want one more card. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So really enjoy. I see this cup. Like, some of you maybe want to have a beautiful teacup or coffee cup that you drink from every day when you're doing the job that you love doing. Get yourself some favorite cup, or a favorite something that reminds you, like in the years after, that where, you know, where this year brought you. Yeah. Okay. A journey, either physical or mental. Okay. I feel like you're on a new journey, especially when it comes to work. There will be a lot of opportunities. And for some of you, that even means to leave your hometown, to leave the place where you're at, to fulfill the job and the job opportunity that comes to you. So this is my message for you, my amazing Leos. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And I also do private readings. You find the details in the description box below. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Let's move on to the next sign of Virgo. So my amazing Virgos. Let's get the chart up. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I always suggest you to watch your Sun and your Rising because those are the most accurate. So you will have this full moon in Sagittarius in your 4th house. And it's opposing the Sun in your 10th house. So you're gonna have to find a good balance between work and family. So maybe you're gonna spend some time with your family. You're gonna travel to see family. They're coming to see you, right? Or you're spending time with your own family. But definitely traveling is on the cards for a lot of you, especially Virgo risings. You have Jupiter in the 9th house, beautiful placement. It's in its own house. And we have a full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules the 9th house. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So, you know, you can see where this is a happy, a happy environment. So you're going to feel this upliftment. Uranus is in conjunction with Mercury. You are ruled by Mercury. Brilliant ideas are going to come your way. You might get a sudden idea where do you want to travel to. So maybe you're going to suddenly travel to a certain place because you're like, I just need to be there. I need to be there. Or you might actually, for some of you, you might study astrology, right? Yeah, this is a really good time to study astrology, study anything scientific, right? So it could be that you want to be like a digital nomad, or you want to become like a developer or something like this, or you want to start something related to publishing, traveling, any type of business that is involved with like intercultural communication, import and export, languages. You want to become a language teacher. Brilliant. Super good time. If you're like into the like healing fields or teaching fields, you're gonna be very seen. You're gonna have more work. The only thing is that Mars is in your 12th house. So take it easy. Don't overdo it, because when Mars is in your 12th house, you don't have that much energy. So also rest, okay? Don't also boil up the anger within you. And then, you know, when Mars comes out in the 1st house, it's gonna explode. Just take it easy. Saturn in your 7th house, so it's like you are very drawn to real commitment and making it work and working hard for that. So anything that's not commitment, you're not interested in, for many of you. And at the same time, for some of you are even deciding, you know, I'm happily single, I'm gonna focus on that until the right person comes. And if you're already in a relationship, this is a time where you go for more commitment and maybe even move in together, okay? A lot of opportunities are gonna come your way. Massive, really good time to manifest, to do anything, mindfulness. You can even make money with that, okay? You do have Chiron in the 8th house, so you feel that you don't want to be very vulnerable towards people. Like you feel like people want to misuse maybe the energy. Also watch out for manipulation in the job, manipulation when it comes to friends. Don't borrow money to friends right now. It's not a good idea. Or don't borrow money at all. Lend money. You have Chiron in the 8th house. Time to go out and have fun. So definitely have fun. Travel. Explore. Learn. This is a time to let loose and enjoy. Waiting for news, package, or a letter. So some of you are going to get some good news on this day. I hear maybe someone wants to visit you, or you're visiting someone. It's like you are in a time in your life where you have this overview of things. You suddenly see where you need to go, I'm going from here to there because I suddenly see what I have to do in order to get there. Okay. Someone working against you behind your back. Mars in the 12th house does bring enemies, like behind the scenes. This person might reveal themselves yes or no. So make sure you stand firm into your own power, and you don't let other people tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Because in the end, you decide. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. So when something is good, it's a yes, it's peace and harmony. If it's a no, it doesn't feel good, it feels heavy, right? When it's a not yet, or you don't know what to do yet, don't decide yet, okay? I'm getting September. Obviously, some of you have the birthday in September. But also September is a pretty key month for a lot of you. Maybe you're gonna go into nature or going on a retreat. It's a good time to go on a retreat this year for you. Maybe some of you are gonna do like some alternative healing, like plant medicine, these kind of things. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat, okay? This is all a good time to do that. So thank you so much for watching, my lovely Virgos. If you like this channel, subscribe to it. I also do private readings. You find my information in the description box below. And I hope to hear from you. And see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign of Libra. So my lovely Libra. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun, Moon, Rising, but especially Sun Rising is most accurate. For you, the Sagittarius is in your 3rd house, opposing Gemini in your 9th house. So this is triggering maybe communication with your siblings. Maybe you're gonna visit a sibling abroad, or they're gonna visit you from abroad. This is a good time for learning. Maybe you wanna read a book. Maybe you're gonna, study something new or get an idea of something that you want to study. The North Node is with Jupiter in your 8th house, and Uranus and Mercury are there. Just like Virgo, some of you are interested in studying astrology. It's a beautiful placement to do so. Also, you might get some sudden ideas about how you can break your karmic cycles, because the 8th house is bringing karmic cycles, and with Jupiter there, you have a really big opportunity to see them, to understand them, and to gain the wisdom to break these cycles for good. Okay, so for some of you, this has to do with relationships as well, because Chiron in the 7th house for some of you brings a little bit of uncomfortable feeling. It could be that some of you have gone through a breakup, or you had to deal with a partner you had to take care of, or maybe not having a partner could bring some type of wound that now you have the time to heal. Like, where does it come from? And you're going back into your psyche, your history, to see what that's all about, especially because Pluto is so close to your 5th house. For some of you in the 5th house or on the cusp. So you're going back to your childhood and really dive within yourself. Like, okay, what is it that I need to heal to make this relationship work, to make the relationship with myself work, and also how to attract the person that suits me. Because some of you have attracted someone that wasn't a good match. And why did you attract these people? Okay. Like, I myself was raised in a family very narcissistic, very selfish, mental health issues, a lot of these things. It cost me years to figure it out, that the partners I was attracting were similar to the family I was brought up in. And it took me a lot of heartbreaks. And I really thought about, why? What is happening? And I had to dive deep within myself and understand my boundaries were so bad. I was people pleaser 100%, you know, 100%. Yeah, that's very unattractive, and that's very attractive for selfish and narcissistic people. So obviously that was a but I learned so much. I stand my ground now, and it's about not being afraid to sometimes offend people. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay, so I know this story is for some of you watching, like, you cannot bring harmony in everyone's life. Sometimes you have to offend because you have to stand your ground and protect yourself. Okay? Saturn in the 6th house, so it's a good time to check up your health. It's about hard work, so working hard. You might feel like it's never ending a little bit, you know, or a lot of responsibility is coming onto you, but the universe is testing you right now. Can you take this responsibility at work? Maybe you feel like you're working out, or you have to work out a lot. It can also restrict, so, you know, make sure that you don't restrict yourself completely from working or from working out. And don't be afraid to work hard to get what you want. So if you're looking for a job, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder to get the job that you want. Right? I mean, you will get some help when the sun will go, when there will be Cancer season, right? Okay. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I mean, Jupiter in your 8th house, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't overspend on going out too much around this time. You know, some of you getting an inheritance or getting some lucky break when it comes to money. Finding an investor. Maybe someone wants to invest in a company. Also with friendships, be aware that you or someone else is not manipulating or projecting things onto each other with Venus opposing Pluto. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So maybe you had an idea that you let go and you're going to bring it back. And it's going to bring you money. And you know, a dolphin is free. So you're looking to be free, to break free from your cycles, to earn the money and to gain the money that you deserve, right? An 8th house Taurus could be that you're good also with numbers. So like an accountant, or, you know, you could be working with the government, with taxes, like a doctor. Ooh. Alternative doctor, whatever floats your boat. Happiness. So you are on an adventure to become happy after a difficult time. Becoming happy, feeling free. Yeah. Exactly. You're gonna get some type of support from someone. So yeah, and some of you definitely going on a trip. So if you're going on a trip, enjoy, have fun. This is my message for you, my amazing Libras. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. I also do private readings. Yeah, you find my email in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate you. Let's move on to the next sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Especially sun and rising is most accurate in astrology, right? So this full moon will be in your 2nd house, opposing Gemini in your 8th house. So there will be some money opportunities. Can be a small money opportunity, can be a big money opportunity. Like maybe you're getting a new job because you have Mars in your 10th house and Venus is getting close to your 10th house. So there is kind of this magnetic vibe. So you definitely can draw in a new job, right? Because maybe with Chiron there in your 6th house, your other job, or maybe you're still in this job looking for something new, it feels like you're overextending yourself, helping. Maybe you feel that you have to take care of other people in the job. They're asking you a lot of questions, or you feel like a little bit unseen. So this will You know, with Chiron there, it will still be kind of difficult, but make sure that you don't do too much because it will affect your health. So let's move on to the good stuff. North Node and Jupiter, 7th house, Mercury and Uranus in your 7th house. So some of you are getting married. Some of you are meeting someone new. It's definitely a love year, romance, higher commitment, right? Saturn is in the 5th house. So some of you getting pregnant. Babies is hard work, right? So Saturn is bringing also some karma with your children. So if they, for example, they might need more attention than usual because they have some issues or some problems, be there for them, because this is something karmic, you know, depending on your situation, of course. Saturn in the 5th house is more like, I'm not gonna date, I'm gonna wait for the right person. Or you're gonna date and take it very serious. I'm looking for my husband. I'm looking for a future wife. This is about serious commitment, right? And some of you are actually got married and you're merging bank accounts together. Watch out with the job that it's not too good to be true, because Venus, especially if you're early degree Scorpio between 0 and 5 degrees, Venus is very close to your midheaven, opposing Pluto in the 4th. So, or it could be your family that's trying to talk you out of something, out of a certain job, right? And early degree Scorpios, you have Pluto so close to your IC, your family. So there could be some big changes in your family. I just drew the card love. I mean, who wants to talk about problems if it's a love year, right? But yeah, I'm pointing out everything because, you know, that's my job. So yeah, your family situation might be a little bit difficult and this might stay there for a while. Power struggles, irritations, changes in the family. I mean, someone could pass over or could have passed over, and there's a different dynamic in the family. So you really have to find your inner power. It's also about inner power within yourself to stand up for yourself and to really stand your ground. This is your practice right now. But yeah, love card. Love. Pay attention to your finances, okay? During this full moon. It's a very self-indulgent time. Maybe your partner is gonna spoil you, or is gonna treat you, or you're gonna treat your partner. Just make sure you watch the coins, the money. Don't overspend. Yeah. Clouds. Or you got married and you spend a lot of money on your wedding. Temporarily problems. This feels like either work or family. It looks like there's no way out, but there will be a way out, is what I'm hearing. Hang in there. There's something with a grandfather. For someone who's watching, there's a grandfather that disagrees with something and you feel like you cannot tell that person. Take it however it resonates. Work, achievement, and success. So definitely changes in the work, you know, the workplace. You're very focused on, like, some of you even going into a business partnership, right? It's more about one-on-one relationships. So if you work with clients, this is also a good time. So one-on-one partnership, romantically, business-wise, but also if you work with clients, like sales or stuff like this is also a good time, right? And Taurus in the 7th house can bring in a partner with money. You know, I don't want to like instill any materialism or materialistic pursuits, because a big heart is worth way more than a rich partner, right? But yeah, new job, career. So once again, there will be new opportunities coming your way, and maybe that's what's gonna increase the money. So that's my message for you, my lovely Scorpios. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. I also do private readings. You find also everything in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, Scorpio. Let's move on to the next sign of Sagittarius. Well, obviously, this full moon in Sagittarius is putting the spotlight on you. So this is for everyone who has sun, moon, or rising in Sagittarius, but obviously most accurate would be sun and rising. So the sun is in Gemini in your 7th house. So there's a lot of focus on this day for romance. Maybe you take out your partner, have some nice dinners. I mean, you have Jupiter and the North Node in the 6th house. This could bring a bit of overindulgent, like you're gonna feel larger than life vibes. You're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel adventurous. You know, I want to take you for dinner. This is also a good day to meet someone new. Most likely not through dating, because Chiron in the 5th house is a little bit difficult when it comes to dating, right? It's a feeling of not being good enough. So a lot of you are just gonna leave it up to faith. But also, yeah, with your children, there might be some difficulty, or you need to take care of your children, or it takes a lot of time because maybe they're ill, or they need more attention from you. The work is good right now. Jupiter in your 6th house is increasing your work, your already existing work. So it's almost like a little bit of a lucky break when it comes to attracting clients. It's a good time for changing jobs to a better, like similar position, but better opportunities, maybe more money. Also, watch out for overindulgence, because 6th house is also about your health, right? And Taurus loves to eat well, likes to dine. And you know, Sagittarius, you know how to enjoy life. Let's be honest. You like to go out, and I mean, for me, I love hanging out with Sagittarius because they're so much fun. I have Jupiter in the 9th house, so that's a very, and Venus as well, so it's a very Saggy vibe. So I totally get it. A nice wine and some dinners, and you know, a travel. And yeah, some of you are literally traveling, so don't overspend or don't neglect your work. Like if you work online, make sure that you not travel too much and neglect your work. So that's the only thing that right now is gonna, you know, gonna hold you back. And with Saturn in the 4th house, maybe your house situation is a bit difficult. If you are moving or buying a house, make sure to check the details correctly, the contract, everything well. And also there might be some restrictions in your family. A lot of karmic things regarding your family are coming up that right now it's time to solve. Yeah. Muddled, unclear thinking. So I feel like maybe someone in the family or someone around you is not thinking very clearly, or you don't know where to go. It's like this forest and it's dark and you don't see a way out. So going on a trip can help sometimes, or just let the universe arrange it for you. Like sometimes, you know, when you don't know what to do, sometimes doing nothing is good if you don't have this urge, because maybe in 2 weeks time a new job will come, and if you were pushing towards other things, this couldn't happen, and it's only gonna leave you ending up more frustrated. Yeah, it's like going with the flow. Pay attention to your health. So like I said, have fun, but don't have too much fun. Is basically the message. Then I'm getting marriage. So definitely some of you are gonna meet someone very prominent, or you getting married around this time. Commitment. And if you're single, for some of you are making a commitment to yourself, and this is going to attract the partner that you desire if you're looking for someone. Like if you're not truly yourself, how can this person come? And I see like this purple ring, like amethyst. So some of you need to wear an amethyst ring. Amethyst ring. Yeah. Being taken care of in difficult times. So maybe some of you need some support from your mother, or from your grandmother, or from an older lady that, you know, like someone nurturing that's gonna help you and that's gonna give you some sweet words. You know, we all need some words of encouragement sometimes, and yeah, that would be something good to do. So that's my message for you, my amazing Sagittarius. If you like this video, subscribe to it. Also, I do private readings, and you find my email in the description box below. So let's move on to the next sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising, but especially sun and rising. Okay, let me get the chart up. So for you, Sagittarius is in your 12th house. So it's very important during this full moon that you take it easy. Maybe it's a good time to meditate, to write, to journal. And you have Jupiter, the North Node, Uranus, and Mercury in your 5th house. So this is like a creative outburst. So really, maybe you're experiencing new hobbies, or you're discovering a talent you didn't know you had, or you knew you had, but you never pursued it. Like maybe as a child, you were a good writer and you're picking that up, or you're making like handcrafts, or you're like really handy at doing certain things, like making clothes. You're picking up your creativity, no matter what that means for you, right? And you're gonna just enjoy that time, maybe by yourself, to do that, right? And to really, how do you say, improve this craft, and maybe you can make money with that later, because you do have the 5th house in Taurus, so you can make this hobby a job, or you can make money with it on the side if you would like to. Pluto is in your 2nd house opposing Venus, so there might be some struggles with money. So watch out for scammers or people that are offering you something that's too good to be true. So watch your money, watch your wallet, watch who you tell how much you have, how much you earn. People might not always have the best intentions asking you. And I know that it shouldn't be a secret, but we're living in a really weird time nowadays. Like, you first have to see who you're dealing with before you can share things about yourself. Saturn in the 3rd house might bring in some karma related to your siblings. So the communication between you and your siblings might be a little bit more difficult than usual. Yeah. And then Neptune is close to the IC for some of you early degree Capricorns. So watch out for, like, how do you say it? Addictions, or addictions in the family. Keep an eye on that. With Chiron in the 4th house, the family situation is maybe a little bit difficult. Might be that you have to take care of a family member, or you have to like, some things are happening that are bringing up some old pains and some old woundings. So it would be good to pray and really meditate on healing this situation. It's a great time for getting pregnant, having a child, becoming a parent, right? And with the sun in the 6th house, there might be a new job offer. It's really up to you if you're going to take it or not. Does it feel too good to be true or not? You can meditate on it and listen to your intuition. Keep your life in balance. Also, communication with the neighbors, you know, like might be a bit more difficult than usual, but it's about balance right now. So going out, but also being by yourself. Yeah. Good news. But also I see a listening ear. Like some of you need to be heard, or going into therapy, or someone that's gonna listen to you. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Maybe finally good news. But it's like you want someone to hear you out about something. Dealings with a younger woman. Maybe you need to talk to a younger woman, maybe someone from work, or someone that you're friends with or you're dealing with. You have the South Node in the 11th house, so some of you are letting go of some friends. The South Node only lets go of people that no longer serve you, right? could be good or bad, but sometimes there has to be a space for something new, and we cannot avoid letting go of people that maybe need also space for new things. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, okay? So you're definitely going to work on something, and if you want to achieve it, you're going to have to be consistent with it. I mean, you're Capricorn, so you're pretty consistent, but what I've also seen is that people with a lot of Capricorn actually have the opposite. So if you have a lot of planets in Capricorn, sometimes that can slow you down because you're ruled by Saturn. But every little bit helps, and every little bit is getting you closer to your goal. So hang in there, keep going. This is also a nice time for, you know, if you're into lotteries or these kind of things, I don't really want to sell that, but that's the best time now. I do feel that the best money comes through your own efforts. That's the purest money to earn. And then we have ambulance, so this is true, confirmed. Yeah, so that's my message for you, my lovely Capricorns. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, and I'm ready to move on to the next sign of Aquarius. So this is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising, although Sun and Rising is most accurate, right? This full moon in Sagittarius will be in your 11th house, opposing the Sun in your 5th. So go have fun, maybe meet some friends, go enjoy your kids during this full moon. Yeah, go outside with them, go to some farm or a play zone or something just to enjoy, maybe with your friends and their kids. If you don't have kids, it's time to just enjoy, maybe to date, maybe go on a date, meet new people. And you have the North Node conjuncting Jupiter in the 4th house. So some of you are definitely moving, buying a house, investing in property, selling property, right? And then there's a whole lot of money management that comes with that. So it's time for money management. For some reason, for some of you, money is coming in with a bit of a restriction. So you will see less income or more things to pay for, or maybe things come out a bit more expensive than you thought they were. So do watch your money, but there's a lot of focus on family, spending time with family, communicating with family. Yeah. But more so with your parents. Your siblings sometimes might be a bit restricted, or maybe a sibling needs more help than usual. Yeah, there is a massive transformation going on. Pluto, especially if you have early degree Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising, you have it conjuncting Pluto, right? So this is a powerful transformation, huge changes. It's opposing Venus, so make sure that you or your partner are not projecting things on each other, that you are not manipulating each other. When it comes to Moon, Pluto is mother, and Sun is father, ascendant is partner, okay? Keep that in mind. This is a time where maybe people are trying to make the other do something that they want for you, or the other way around. So make sure that you stay into your own power, but also not to let other people do what you want to do, but you go after what you want, right? Well, great time to spend with friends, really. It's a very self-indulgent time. So maybe when you're home, you want to make nice things, you want to cook something, try new recipes. Don't overindulge, but do treat yourself. Maybe you want a massage, or you want to take a bath. This is a good time to really treat yourself. So maybe you want to buy new furniture, things for the house. Oh, cards are flying. Chain of events that will affect your life. For some of you, nothing will be the same, especially if you're highly affected by Pluto. Pluto is going to change everything. I have Pluto on the ascendant, for some of you that know. And I can tell you, life is never boring when you have that. It's a constant transformation. Even for some people who have Scorpio in the ascendant, they can already feel it. It's a constant transformation. Or people who have 8th house planets. Transformation. Okay? But you can gain a lot of wisdom from this, and you're just gonna have to surrender yourself to it. Opportunities are waiting for you, because not only does it take things away, it also brings you new opportunities and new places to go. Okay? It is about letting go of control and finding your inner power, your inner strength to set good boundaries without expecting anything in return. Okay? Without expecting anything in return. You give without no expectation. If you don't want to give, don't do it. Parting of ways in either romance or business. This is part of this process of Pluto. Whatever no longer suits you will go. And this is because Pluto will show you what has been hidden below the surface. It will show that. And it will, you know, cut it off. For some of you, that's a job, because you have the South Node in Scorpio in your 10th house, or very close to your midheaven for some of you. So it might be that you're cutting off a job, that you're leaving a job, or have left a job. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned, okay? So hang in there. You're gonna be fine, okay? Spend time at home. Make sure your home place is beautiful and you feel really at home there. Like, make nice decorations, flowers, most beautiful place where you feel super at home. So treat yourself really well. Enjoy your time. Be creative around this full moon. Spend time with your friends. This is a really good time to do that. You are in a transformation, and it's only bringing you closer to yourself. Everything that we go through here on the planet is for ourselves, okay? Because I do feel that some of you are a bit emotional or going through a really a time of a lot of changes, you know, and just allow it to happen, because you deserve all the best. So that's my message for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I also do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. And I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign of Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Especially Sun and Rising sign. Okay. Okay. Program is there. Almost done. Okay. So you have Sagittarius in your 10th house. So this is all about the public, your public image. So there might be some news regarding your work, and you want to celebrate this with your family, okay? Because the sun is in your 4th house, or you want to celebrate this at home with your roommates, with your partner, with your pets, whoever you live with, or just with yourself, okay? So it's really about finding this balance between spending with your family and spending at work. The North Node and Jupiter in your 3rd house together with Mercury and Uranus. So a lot of you are studying something right now, maybe something scientific, computer related, like maybe you're studying how to build websites, studying astrology, studying anything that's gonna make you money, right? And your communication skills are key here as well. Writing a book, doing something out of the box. Your ideas are literally very advanced, and sometimes you feel like people don't understand what you're saying because they're a little bit too ahead of time. So make sure to write them down or act on them yourself. You know, you can do that maybe in the job, but you can do that in other situations. Yeah. Saturn in the 1st house is really bringing you a lot of responsibilities. So it might be a time where you feel like you have to do a lot at the same time. You really need good management of your time. Don't be too hard on yourself, because Saturn in the 1st house can be hard on your identity, hard on yourself. You might feel sometimes like, you know, am I good enough? Can I do this? Yes, you can. So this is a good time to also do like self-love affirmations and know that what you're doing is right, it's good, and it's where you're supposed to go. Money is a little bit difficult right now. You might feel like you have to pay a lot of bills, or you are not earning the amount that you would like to have, or maybe you have a lot of money and you don't know what to do with it. Okay, so there might be some woundings coming up regarding money and your relationship with money, and also your self-worth and your self-love. These lessons will come up right now. So it's very important to meditate and to know that you are worthy, right? And also, you know, don't, because it's a very self-indulgent time. So watch out for overindulgence, addictions, and these kind of things. It could be that some of you want to spend like a weekend away in a luxurious hotel, or you want to go on a trip to really treat yourself, or go on a spa retreat, something like this. It's definitely a thing when Jupiter is in Taurus in the 3rd house. But your communication is very key. So if you have anything to share online, with a blog, in a book, with work, selling things, sharing information is going to be very appreciated right now. And you will draw people to you when you speak. You're a very captivating speaker at this time. Mars is in the 6th house, so it's a good time to work out, go to the gym, work hard, and yeah, a wish is granted. So there is some type of wish, something you have been manifesting that's coming your way, okay? Pluto is going into your 12th house, so there's a lot of practice with boundaries. Also, when it comes to work, that you don't overwork or underwork, but success is coming your way. Look at that. Yeah. So whatever it is you were studying or you are doing or sharing, it's gonna bring you success. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Well, Pluto in the 12th house, right? 12th house brings out enemies sometimes. So be aware who you talk to. And Pluto for some are still in the 11th house. It's opposing Venus. So people might talk about your secrets or things you've been going through. So be aware who you share with, especially at work, that you don't bring too much personal information there. So they can't use it against you. You will be playing a different role. So maybe getting a different job, earning money different ways. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want, okay? So stay with yourself, stick to your own truth right now. Maybe you get a promotion and people don't like it, you know? They are talking about it, slowly but surely getting ahead. With Saturn in the 1st house, you feel like maybe things are slow, but you're getting there. Okay, so you're working towards that promotion, getting that job, but maybe you feel like it's not going fast enough, but you also are being tested on your patience. And it's also really good to work on your identity, your responsibility, and to be firm in your actions and to really stick to your own truth. So that's my message for you, my lovely Pisces. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. I also do private readings. You find my email in the description box below, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.